Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and this is going to be Reads of the Week. And man, this was a very DC heavy week. Also, a week with some absolute trash in it. Stuff that just disappointed me so much. And that leads off with that one right there. Oh, Vampirella #1. It was terrible, bad. Just, there's no redeeming it. Like, maybe the next issue would be better, but the problem is, I have already noped out of it. I'm not buying another issue. This is it. I gave it a try. What makes it so bad? Oh boy. #1, the premise is just kind of weird. Some immortal zombie guy attacked her on an airplane, right? Like, what? And she spends the whole time on the couch narrating this to a psychiatrist who is the weirdest and probably least effective psychiatrist to ever live in the history of psychiatry. Like, I, I can't even. Hold on, let me find a page with the psychiatrist. Like here, this is the best page of the book. Gorgeous pinup. There ain't no devil, no witches, no werewolf, no vampires. You, half-naked Canadian bleep, are not from alien, or are not no alien from Pluto. You're exhibiting symptoms of a dissociative disorder in response to major emotional trauma. Like the werewolf. Like the werewolf. I think I can help you. Ella, the only real question is, what do you want? What do you want? I want a Vampirella book. I'm so disappointed in Christopher Priest. Just say no. Runner up, we got Elvira over here. Man, this is like there's some good gags in this, but there's one bit that drags this book down so far, and it's making fun of basically your own audience. And that hurt. So what are they doing? Well, you go on YouTube, you got fat neckbeards wearing hats, who are rage addicts. Okay, that's great. And you can totally do that because that is a stereotype. That and stereotypes have truth to them usually. This is fine. This is fine right here. But then I heard he had a seizure during a screening of The Last Jedi. His last words may or may not have been Mary Sue. Yeah, we're building up. This is the pile of trash so far. Yeah, you're like, what? This is a book from a year ago. Yeah, it's a book from a year ago. I just got it. And I read it and I did a review of it. And it's terrible. The new story is atrocious. So you've got these rebels, and what are they doing? They are attacking 5 women. So the full force of the Bialian rebel front brought to bear upon a group of brave young women on their way to a humanitarian aid conference. What? What? She my girlfriend. That's all I got to show you. I don't know if this book here was actually bad. I just didn't get into it. So, like, I read it very quickly and I didn't like it. So I just moved on. Same thing with Batwing #1 here. Read it, didn't like it, moved on. Funny how that works. This next one I think is going to be kind of controversial because these weren't actually bad. I just really couldn't stand the art style or how Power Girl looked. Anytime they're showing her close up, she just looks wrong to me. Nobody really looks quite right. Like, and it's all her facial structure. I just couldn't get behind this. It just doesn't work for me. So this is probably actually really good. That art style turned me off so hard. It ended up here underneath the stuff that is okay. Like I didn't enjoy it. And this book has only one redeeming feature. I don't even know what this book is. Night of the Monster Men #1 or whatever. And it's just weird. It's just weird stuff is happening. And I don't care about any of it. But that is insane. Collateral Damage Man, Shaman Langham, whatever your name is. If you see that page, that should remind you of something. Alright, moving on. Moving on. We ain't sticking around. We're gonna get to the pile of okay. And I'm not even going to go into like individuals. Well, maybe I will a little bit. Like here, Batman Justice League. It's a perfectly competent Batman book, superhero book, and I really liked that panel right there. I thought that was pretty brilliant, even though I know that's like standard Gigantafare. The art in this is okay, story and writing's okay, and it's just okay. Like at the end of the day, that's all I got to say about it is it's okay. I got this Superman Batman World's Finest book here. I know I read a lot of old comics, and it's just okay. The art's not great, the writing's not great. It exists, and it's inoffensive, and it's just kind of okay. I did like this at the end, and I guess this is actually a preview, something else, but this was really cool. So it's got a cool preview in it. God, that's like damning with faint praise. Speaking of damning with faint praise, this is Batman Eternal stuff. There's some interesting bits in it, but it just doesn't do much for me. So we're just going to put that one and this one up here. Just kind of lay them on the, yeah, this is an okay comic book. It's not great. All right, moving on with our lives. Surprisingly, me having just made fun of a bunch of DC books, this Charles Soule Superman story here actually was pretty fun. It's just full of great action, and I enjoyed that. There's two colorists working on the book, which is why on a two-page spread there's two completely different looking art styles. But it's just full of chaotic stuff, and I enjoyed all the action and stuff going on in that book. Having read it, I don't think I could tell you anything about what was going on in it. I can just tell you that book was full of action, man. Full of action. I finally understand why people thought Tom King's Batman run was good. This is his Batman #1. Whoop, whoop. And it's actually pretty good. I really like the last page of it. That look on her face right there. I loved it. That kind of just sold the whole issue to me when I got to that. Because up to there, it was just like, yeah, this is kind of interesting. But I got to that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And a True Believers reprint. I think there was another one of these, but I couldn't find it when I was looking for my comics. So just have Maximum Carnage #1 from whatever book this originally came from. Great Spider-Man soap opera stuff. Great action. Great crazy guy. Carnage is a great villain just because he's crazy. In the homicidal way. Like, he's not a fantastic villain. Like, you wouldn't build a whole mythology around him, although they tried. But he's just fun. Life and Death of Toyo Harada. This book, I think there's like a surprising layer of depth that I'm just starting to grasp as I read the whole series. There's lots of cool stuff happening in the book. Lots of cool shots, ideas floating around about Toyo Harada. And the twist at the very end, which I'm not going to reveal, is just kind of like getting shot in the head. Metaphorically, not literally. And Infinite Dark #8. This is a fantastic conclusion. Everything that was going on in this series, it's wonderful. The coloring work is great. The art fits the mood. The writing is spot on. There are zero complaints about this. The second story arc, so tight. I guess my only complaint is it felt a little weak as it wrapped up. Like, I felt like we could maybe have had another issue worth of stuff happening here. But hey, it's probably to leave a little early than to linger. I'll see you all next time. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.